There are thousands of DOS games. Most of them are terrible. I play one selected at random with a 20-minute time limit and record it live. This is the result. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another random DOS game show. And are you ready for excitement? This is Cube. So, Cube is the answer to the question, hey, I've lost my Rubik's Cube. How can I play it without the cube? And Cube steps in and says, well, don't worry about that. We've got it for your IBM compatible PC. So, it says escape to exit or use arrow keys or letters. So, we can turn the cube, I believe, using the arrow keys. Yes. And then let's just cause a rotation there by hitting F. Look at that! It's rotating away! It's madness. Reminds me actually of a game called way back. I did it way back called Frack 4D, where you couldn't quite see everything because you had to focus on one specific area. But in this case, you can only see three sides of the Rubik's Cube. The bottom is, hidden from sight, as are two of the sides, which is less than ideal. And there doesn't appear to be any sound. I mean, the graphics are colourful enough. It's one of those games where it's just like, what you see is very much what you get. So if you're a fan of Rubik's Cubes, and you want to solve a Rubik's Cube using DOS rather than having the cube, then here you are. It's Cube! And I am notoriously bad at puzzle games. I am only worse at platformers, I believe, than puzzle games. And, I could sit here for the rest of my days, probably trying to get this right, and I wouldn't get it. You could probably put a gun to my head and be like, Lawnie, I demand that you get this correct. And I'd be like, no, it's not happening. So, yeah, not happening. Let's see, if I rotate F, there we go. If I rotate D, no. So, yeah, the rotations happen one side each. So each time you're rotating, you get a different side added to that face of the cube. I mean, you can look up a Rubik's Cube if you don't know how to play it. It's a very frustrating puzzle game that some people with great spatial awareness and so on like, but I have all the spatial awareness of a newborn baby while being stuck in a much older body, so actually, are newborns very spatially aware? I don't think they are. But yes, you get the idea. You don't need me rotating a Rubik's Cube endlessly with no sound or music for more than a few minutes. Do I even need to say what is Cube? I mean, I think it's self-explanatory at this point. And if you like me talking about the most boring DOS games possible, it does happen, but most of them are quite interesting to play. Feel free to take a look at the hundreds of other videos on my channel, and if you like what you see there instead of here, you can always subscribe. And if you can solve a Rubik's Cube in a matter of seconds because you have wrists of steel and a huge mental prowess for puzzle solving, you might be one of my patrons. Wonderful people, a lot of them, and they would never be bamboozled by these colours. So yeah, it's a very dry, very obvious simulation. It's not trying to be anything it's not. And I give it kudos for that. But it's the sort of thing you could keep, in another screen at random and then just tab over to it and play a bit if you really wanted. But nah, just get a Rubik's Cube. Get the real thing instead. Until next time.